So, hello students, welcome to another session. So today we will be studying about the three pillars of relationship marketing, customer relationship management, CRM building blocks. We have already seen what is customer relationship management and how the relationship marketing exactly work and how we build the customer relationship. Now, when we look at the three pillars of relationship marketing, so here three pillars are most important part they play, whether it will be a product or there will be services. So one is the CRM, that is customer relationship management, that provide the information. And then there is a CEM, that is the customer experience management. And then comes the collaboration, the customer collaboration management. So these are the three pillars which boost or which hold strong the customer's relationship. Okay. So customer relationship management. So obviously it is a philosophy, it's a strategy and process that includes all three pillars, okay, that we have seen. So the benefit of CRM 1.0 include what exactly we get when we are doing a CRM activity for the consumers or for the business. So first of all, it increases the revenue for better targeting. Okay. If we are targeting the best way, so obviously we get more and more revenue for the organization or the business. Next is increased wallet share with current customer that we have seen in our last class that if you're maintaining a CRM, then there will be a customer retention. If customer retaining, then he will increase the wallet share for the business. Longer retention of the customers because they are in touch with you and you are engaging the customers. So obviously they will stay with you. So there will be a longer retention process. The cost of acquiring new customer is typically 5 to 7 times higher and than the cost of retaining a current customers that we have seen in our last classes. Rather than putting getting a new customer for the already existed business, better you have to be engaged with the already customer and go for the retention strategies. Satisfied customer recommend websites, stores, and products to their friends in social media. That always happen. Obviously, you let them share your feelings, ratings, happiness, and they obviously share if they are very, very happy with your services. Maximizing customer through retention strategy. So one side is customer acquisition part and another one is customer retention part. If you see, the customer retention part plays an important role. It costs 5 to 7 times more than retention. 36% marketer side acquisition as top priority. But when it comes to the retention side, 52% of marketer side retention as a top priority. And database can decline 50% in 5 years if left dormant. Okay. So 68% of the customer leave due to poor treatment. So if you are having a better and very well organized customer relationship management process, so obviously business will grow very fast and very huge. So revenue automatically increases. So social customer relationship management. So social customer relationship management is nothing but, so here we are using the social media technology and customer collaborative. So 1.0 is CRM and 2 is the CRM, that is social CRM. So here we are using the social media technology where we can collaborate conversation to the process. And we have seen the case study last class that how their CRM have contributed them a large income, how they handle the Twitter account, how they go for Pinterest and using social medias. What benefits we get if you are having a social CRM? So we can monitoring and improving the reputation, whatever comments are coming, whatever suggestions are coming, whatever the best compliments are coming, we can use them. Learning more about customer needs, wants, and problems. So whatever problems they are facing, they communicate it through social media. If it is not solved at basic level, and then they express it could be like this and like this. So we can understand the needs and wants of the customer also. Improving target market selection and revenue potential. So target market selection through social media will be very good and fine because most of the people are engaged over there. and obviously it will increase the revenue potentiality also. Gathering data for market research on products and customer services. So it is very easy because a social network, everyone is available. So you can go there and you can have a research, you can do the ask questions to online, and you can get the a proper market research. Decreasing customer service cost. So through CRM or through social CRM, the customer service cost decreases because the process become very less. So lengthy process will decrease and the cost will be saved. Identifying new revenue opportunities. So you can tap the new market, new places, you can grab it, and you can create new revenue opportunities also. CRM involves using social media, and CRM 1.0 is just a CRM, that is company, employee, and customer. What we use the media, that is a phone call we do. We go for email, we go for in-person, SMS, website, paper mail, or traditional media. But when it comes to the social CRM, that is 2.0. So here company are using, there are not huge employees, because to manage social, you require some more employees. So you are using blogs, you are using social networks, you are using macro blogs, photo sharing, forums, wikis, reviews, ratings, interactive websites, other social media, live chat, all CRM 1.0 media. Those are also included. Here you can touch more people than the 1.0 CRM. In social CRM, you can reach most of the people and you can use the different media also. This is CRM building blocks. That is 9. That this is important one as point of view of examination also, and point of view of maintaining the CRM also. The first is CRM vision. Okay, what exactly the vision of customer relationship management we are having? So it represents the leadership and it represents the value proposition. And second one is the CRM strategy. So what is the exactly objective of your CRM and how you are going to target and which are your target markets? That is the strategy talks about the CRM. And third comes the customer experience management. So here you can analyze and come to know what are the requirements, what are the expectations, satisfaction, feedback, and interaction that you can do through CEM. And fourth comes is the customer collaboration marketing. So here creating and monitoring content, okay, because you are like collaborating with them. So once is you are creating and also you are monitoring the content and you are listening to the customer and you are measuring the customer behavior and integrating into CRM technology. And the fifth one you would go for organizational collaboration. So here culture and subculture. Okay, culture or subculture or structure. Okay, structure, customer, understanding people, their skills, their competency incentives, and compensation to the employee, communication partner, and suppliers because of their performance. That fall as the fifth block of the CRM. The sixth is CRM process. How exactly it is? Okay, the customer life cycle. So we know that CLC, that customer is also have a life cycle, and then there is a knowledge management. And we have already seen what is knowledge management and how it works in our unit 2. Then seventh one is the CRM information. So here data will be collected, that will be analyzed, and one view across the channels that will be distributed. And eighth is the CRM technology. So here we are applications, architecture, and infrastructure, which we are using for our EE sites, or you can say websites. CRM metrics. So what is the value? What is the retention? What is the satisfaction level? How many are loyal customer? How you are going to bring the loyalty and cost to serve. So these are the 9 building blocks for the successful CRM. The first one is the CRM vision. So to be successful, the CRM vision must start at the top and filtered throughout the company to keep the firm customer focused, what exactly their requirement is. So one key aspect of CRM vision is how to guard customer privacy, because online market, the biggest problem is the customer privacy. That has become the biggest issue also. So that is the first, might be the biggest vision of any CRM activity. The benefits of using customer data must be balanced by need to satisfy customers and not anger them. There is not revenge kind of thing. It's all about the whatever they are giving you as a feedback and data that has to be utilized for the development purpose. Trustee provides it seals and logo to any website meeting its privacy philosophy. That is the one website which provide you all the privacy maintained, whatever is happening. So earlier when online classes were started, people were not believed in Zoom that there will be a security threat, data will be stolen and all. So those are all issues comes. CRM strategy, second one. So the marketer must determine their objectives, exactly what they are looking for. And then they have to frame the strategy for initiating the CRM programs and buying technology or setting up a social media. The many CRM goals refers to customer loyalty. So that is the basic goal of CRM activity, any relationship activity that is all about the loyalty. If customers are loyal, then obviously they will increase the wallet size. So an important CRM strategy is to move customer up the relationship intensity pyramid to advocacy. So they can do advocacy from the organization or behalf of the organization to the different people. So another CRM goal involves building bonds with customers on three levels. First is financial, you should get strong, and social, you should be strong, and structural should get this strong. So these are the one of the goals involving the developing the bond with the customers. And these are the three levels of relationship marketing: 1, 2, 3. Level 1 is financial. So here potential for sustained competitive advantage is very low. Main element of marketing is obviously price, what you have decided for your goods or services. Web example, southwest.com, you can just check. They all believe in this level 1 CRM, relationship marketing strategy. Level 2, social, build one-to-one relationship and build community. Okay, so here the potential for a sustained competitive advantage is very, very medium. And here the main element is the personal communication. When it comes to the financial, it is price, but here it is personal communication. So obviously, Facebook never went for most of the time price, only look for the personal communication. Third is the structural. Okay, and here the potential sustained competitive advantage is very, very high because the main element comes is service delivery, because service delivery is not easy way. That's why the best example you can visit is the myyahoo.com. You can visit and you can have a look. Third is the customer experience management. So customers are constantly bombarded by marketing communication and unlimited product choices. Huge offers are available nowadays at the present scenario. So according to the sheet, the basic tenet of CRM is choice of reduction. Okay, people should not get more chances so that they can prefer you. That is the reduction of choices. So many customers are loyalty prone and will stick with the right product as long as its promises are fulfilled. So give few items and which satisfy all the needs of the customers. So synchronous and asynchronous technologies can provide automated and human communication that solve customer problems also. So there are predefined problems which are frequently asked. So whenever you are having Airtel off or any app, so if you ask question there, what problem you are facing, go to the step 3, you are facing any of these problems, then do this. That is a predefined problem and that is automated because most of the people go for such problem. If that problem is not found in that particular app or website, then they will directly lead you to the human communication. That is nothing but the call center. Relationship over multiple communication channels. So here the synchronous and asynchronous. So synchronous, the automated one, this is web one-to-one self-service online transactions, shop bots, that is virtual, everything is virtually set up. So human here involved are telephone, online instant messaging, they will send it, collaboration tools they use, and real-time chat that can be done by sitting at the place. Asynchronous, this is automated email, short message services, and web forms. Okay, so here the response come through email, post mail, blog post or comments, and social media comments. Okay, so this is everything is generated through automated and through SMS and through the web forms. Fourth is the customer collaboration management. That is the third pillar. Okay, so that is, we call it also marketing management. So CCM is a content, okay, people and interaction driven, while traditional CRM is just data driven. But here we are including the content also, people also, and we are making the interaction with the customers also. CCM is about managing customer relationship and experience by creating and monitoring online content. Okay, their videos, their experiences, what they have felt, what are the benefits they have received. They go there, the people can talk, and there will be an interaction happens. That is the new CCM method. Listening the online chatter using technology such as Google Alerts and social media dashboards is a more important than talking when company is selling. Okay, so if you just see the Google Alerts and social media dashboards, they play an important role than talking when a company is selling the product. Fifth, the block is organizational collaboration. So marketers collaborate within and outside the organization to focus on customer satisfaction to create a CRM culture. So online retailers can seamlessly link the backend, that is the inventory and payment part that has to be supported, with the front end, that is all CRM system and the entire supply chain management system. So these are the main thing which the backend and the front end with, and backend had to support the front end, and this is how the process and operations goes smoothly. So extranets, two or more intranet, that is, networks that share information allow CRM SCM integration. They use their own software, they use their own communication process, which will make process very fast also. Now, SRM, CRM and SCM integration, the center is the information backbone, and there are employees, there are suppliers, there are partners, and there are staffs. So customer and prospect and various touch points. So information always plays an important role, and that will happen through the system or technology they are having. That will pass to for the employee, to the CRM staff, and the partners and the suppliers. Sixth is the CRM process. So firm use specific process to move customers through the customer care lifecycle. So first of all, customer use the internet and they are partners and through the extranet. So what they do, what you have to do is the target. First, you have to target the customer. Then you have to acquire the customer. Then they will do the transaction. Then comes the post transaction services. After that, you have to provide such a facilities that he should retain, he should be with you as a loyal customer, and that is nothing but the retaining him. And then you have to grow the business. So this is the process which talks about the CRM. And here most important role played is how much you are engaging your customer. I'm building a dynamic customer profile. This is how the what transactions you are doing, the history, returns, credit, preferences, what you like, what you subscribed, how much you have recommended, languages you use, personalization, social behavior, enterprise data, demographic data, email behavior, mobile activity, web behavior. So these are part of the customer profile. Okay, and that is to a dynamic customer profile that has to be developed. So these things are already managed by the most of the organization. That's why they are very, very successful. Next is the Salesforce automation. So Salesforce automation allows salespeople to build, maintain, and access customer records. So manage leads and manage their schedules. So automation is nowadays a very highly used process methods. Okay, it allows salespeople to build first of all, then they will maintain and access the customer records, whatever data they are having. And through that, they will manage the leads and manage their schedules also. So up to date, customer and prospect record help build customer relationship, because every day you are tracking with them. So obviously the relationship will be developed. Salesforce.com, that is one of you can visit and just check it. Also has a tool to monitor brand conversations in the social media. That is the one of the thing which is used there. Marketing automation. So here activity helps. The marketing activity help to provide first of all effective targeting that I discussed you. If you want to target a youth who is studying, So you have to, for example, you have to do advertisement in YouTube, and you have to check his age, what exactly he's looking for. So easily you can effectively target it. Next is efficient marketing communication. Okay, so that is again automation, real-time monitoring of customer and market trends, because real-time data always plays an important role. We'll come to know the needs and trends which are going on in the market. According to that, you can provide the goods and services. SAS, a business intelligence and predictive analytics software provider, and they offer this type of services. That is automation software to hit the CRM. And the seventh one is CRM information. The more information a firm has, the better value it can provide to each current or prospect customer, because they will come to know what exactly they look for. Firms gain much information by tracking behavior electronically. So barcode scanner data that will be taken, your data will automatically come to the system. Software that tracks online movement, time spent per page and purchase behavior through the analytics. And databases can provide 360-degree customer view across various channels also. So through this, you can generate the information. Eighth one is CRM technology. So the internet forms the centerpiece of a firm's CRM ability. So what they do is they use cookies, they use weblogs, barcode scanners, social media, and other tools help to collect the information about customers and their behavior using the technology. So firm use company side tool to push customized information to the users. And we have seen this, how actually they do and how actually the cookies works. The client side tool allow the customer to pull information that initiate the customized response from the firm. That is how the technology is used to specifically support the CRM activities. So these are the tools what they use, especially cookies, weblog analysis, when they have logged in, user access, websites, data mining, behavioral targeting, collaborative filtering, outgoing email and distributed email, social media, IPOs, terminals. So these are the things which are used, especially from the side of the company. Client side, what they do, they go for agents, they go for individualized web portals, okay, wireless data services, then they go for web forms, fax on demand, incoming email, and RSS feeds. Okay, so these are the things they evaluate. The last is the ninth building block, that is CRM metrics. How to evaluate it. So e-marketers use numerous metrics to access the internet's value in delivering CRM performance. First of all, the return on investment you are getting, that is the one of the highest financial thing you can come to know. And cost saving, how much you have saved the money, how much you have generated the revenues, how much the customers are satisfied with your services or products. Then there is a customer lifetime value, that they will stick with us, that they will be loyal. Contribution of each CRM tactic to these measures. So this is all about the ninth part, that is the evaluating, that is nothing but the CRM metrics. And this is the metrics scoreboard by salesforce.com, which you mentioned in last slides. That this talks about everything and it gives you all the details how actually that has worked. The sales metrics, which is increasing and which is decreasing. That also you can check out.